Welcome back to another Life in Tim video. You find me with my recently purchased Nissan Skyline R35 GTR. Now, since I've purchased this vehicle, I've learnt from the comments on the collection video, if you haven't seen that, I'll put a little card up here, go check it out, that this actually isn't a Skyline, it's an R35 GTR. So, for some reason, after the R34 Nissan Skyline, they stopped calling these a Skyline and just an R35 GTR. Don't know the reasons behind it, but in this video, we're gonna have a look around the car properly, have a look under the bonnet, first of all, but we also need to talk about the E92 and BMW M3, because a lot of you have been asking in the comments, where is it? Where's it been? So we're gonna get to that as well. But first, I think we should have a good look around this car and also talk about what my plans are with this car. But the first thing I think we should look at, and this is going to be hard because it's not got gas rams. It's not got gas rams, it's old school prop-up jobby. I've already pre-popped the bonnet under there. So, look at that powerhouse. Twin turbo V6. Now I need to get this, which is proper old school, and prop it up. Oh, this isn't going well. Goes in there like that. So that's got an arrow there, look, so that's how you know where you put it there. Not there. There she is. Now I've been looking at mods for these cars, obviously, of course I have, and you can get all this in carbon fibre. Under here, batteries, we'll have a look. Oh yeah, battery, not batteries. All that in there, look, that's where we jumper. Apparently the batteries on these are terrible, no good at all apparently. So we've got to keep an eye on that. I might need to get, well, I definitely will need to get a trickle charger for this one so we can have it plugged into the wall all the time. Handcrafted by this lad here. Twin turbo, as I just said, but we'll get to the mods in a minute. The mods this car actually does need, and what else we're going to do as well with it. What's under this one? Brake fluid. It's the first time I've actually explored it properly. There's the brake fluid in there. Everything has got the chassis number on. Absolutely everything. Look at that. So we'll have a look in the boot as well. Boot space is quite good. These door handles, very good. I like these just because they are basically the same as a Lamborghini Huracan. You push your button thumb in there, look, push that in, that pops that out, and then you pull that like that. We haven't had a proper look around this car. As I just said, we've done the collection video, but we didn't have a proper look around then either, because I was just so excited and couldn't wait to get driving it. Bose sound system, that is another thing we're gonna be doing with this. And at Trucking Sounds, reckons he can do an awesome install on this. So this is going to Trucking Sounds very shortly. We're going to have a full sound system installed by Trucking Sounds. Because if you look in the back, I know it's not a truck, but he wants to do this, so we'll let him. This is it's a Bose sound system, but I've got to be honest, it's rubbish, absolutely rubbish. You can take these out and put a 10-inch sub in there, or 2 10s, or something ridiculous like that in there, upgrade the door speakers and the tweeters and everything. But yeah, that is going to happen. There's hopping. I've got the key on me. Here we go, put that in there. It is dated, but it is a very nice place to be as well. The seats, absolutely, well, they're so comfortable, so comfy. Like basin type looking seats. This is all carbon fibre, all this. But yeah, pretty basic really. Nothing really to write home about. But press the start button. Press the stop button. Get the GTR come up on here. Like so. Oh, got my fans on. Last time I used it, it was quite hot. I love all this. You get all the information of what the engine's doing. Engine oil pressure, accelerator pedal. So if I press the accelerator, you can see that's how much percentage I'm pushing down on the accelerator. Just cool stuff like that. It does it for the brake as well. Fuel range, coolant temperature, fuel flow. That's usually around here somewhere when I'm driving it. total G's, pull-in, torque split, boost, engine oil temperature. There's just so many different things. You can customize all this as well to what you want displayed. I like that one, the boost and the PSI. I usually have it on, that one is what I usually have it on. And it's got a stopwatch as well for when you're out on track or anything like that. It's got Apple CarPlay. It's very basic. It is very basic. There's your Apple Car not plugged in, obviously. Phone, audio. It's all there. You've got down here. So I think this is, I'm not 100% sure, but the exhaust does change when I put this one into R for race, I take it, I'm not sure. Suspension into race, or you've got comfort, and then traction as well. We can turn traction off, which I wouldn't advise, and race as well for traction, or when they're there, that's all like normal race, normal driving settings. Glove box. Here, what we've got in here? The Nissan badge, because the previous owner debadged it. Don't blame him. And here we've got SSC air freshener, who I bought the car off, but DK Detailing has been to detail it once already, so he put his in. Cigarette lighter. There's your cable for your Apple CarPlay. Obviously charges your phone as well. Drinks holders. 2 drinks holders here. One in the back for the rear passengers, but there is no leg room. Leo gets in there all right, but you wouldn't want to take a fully grown adult in the back really, but you could if you wanted to. So you've got your paddles here. What else? So this has got a go. I'll start it up briefly. It's got a ghost immobilizer, so I have to do some combinations on the keys. Obviously I won't show you that, so there we go. We get 2 flashes from the indicators there. Foot on the brake, press the start button. Woohoo! She's on. Look at them. Absolutely huge. I just love these cars so much. These lights as well. So iconic. We'll pop the boot so you can have a look in there. Little button there. It pops open. Quite a big boot for the car, really. It's very deep. I don't think you get any golf clubs in there. It's actually got a secret compartment as well. You got this. That's to help you pull the boot down, so you don't have to touch it. This secret compartment, you would not know about this if you didn't know. Luckily, the guys at SSC showed me, because this is where your locking wheel nut is. Lift this mat up here. I love the mats with the GTR badge on. It's a proper badge on the mats. Lift this up. Look at that. You can hide stuff in there. This is the locking wheel nut, you see. Here, yeah, here's the locking wheel nut. Towing eye. And there's actually a wrench there. I think that's supposed to have a jack in it, and that seems to be missing. I might have to get another one of them. But yeah, I do like that little hidey hole, which you wouldn't know about unless you know your GTRs. Put the mat back in. That back down there. I love these lights as well, like thunderbolt lights, I think they call them. And then you got your daytime runners there. I'll give her a couple of blips on the old accelerator, but it has got a rev limiter on it, so it won't rev right up. Proper. Lovely. Now, let's talk about what the plans are with this car, and then we'll get on to the E92 M3. We'll leave that open. So with this car, what it needs, one thing this car needs, is what I hear from a lot of R35 GTR owners, is it needs an exhaust. It's not quite loud enough. It's nice, it is very nice, don't get me wrong, and the noise it makes are absolutely awesome. It's just not quite loud enough. So I'm going to change the exhaust. I'm going to go to Litchfield Motors. That's where the service has been done. All the servicing has been done at Litchfield on this car. So we're going to keep that running on the service book, and we're going to get them to change the exhaust. Needs a better exhaust. Get a few more pops, a few more screams from it. One other thing as well, blow-off valves, dump valves. We're going to get a dump valve on it. Don't know the difference between a dump valve and a blow-off valve. Maybe you could let me know in the comments. But we're going to get one of those so it goes when you let off the accelerator, just to add a little bit more drama to it. A little bit of a tune as well. Not going to go mad. Just a bit of a tune. And then styling wise, going to get some carbon fibre side skirts that stick out a little bit more. Get one of these in carbon fibre as well. Looks like the previous owner put a carbon lip in here. You can also get this in carbon, and some little spat things that stick out here in carbon fibre, just to give the bottom half of the back a little bit more of a stance to it. Don't know about this. Probably get that in carbon. That probably comes with that. I'm not sure. We will find out. Need to do some of these as well. Don't know what's going on there. It's a reflector, but does it need to be there? Does it look right? Don't know. So obviously there. Get carbon ones of these as well. Dip or wrap these so they're black. I want to de-chrome the whole thing. You could probably even get carbon ones of them, but definitely carbon here. Gills, or whatever you want to call them. Carbon splitter as well, a bit of a bigger splitter. The carbon splitter will come around here and it'll stick out the front a little bit more. Carbon fibre one of them as well, get rid of that. I'm not a fan of the old silver and chrome stuff. You can also get razors for the rear wing. So you unbolt this, you see this little seam here, you unbolt it under here, take this top bit off, and you get some like packers that go in there, and then this reattaches to the packer so it sits up probably about here somewhere. Gives it a bit more of a height. I do like the Nismo ones that sit here, and that big Nismo one, but then you've got to fill the holes where this one attaches, so probably not going to go down that route with it. Might tint the front windows, because if you follow me on the Trucker Tim channel, you know I like tinted windows. So we might do that. What else? I was saying earlier, you can get all this in carbon. I thought that was water then. Some like rivets. You can get all this in carbon if you want, but talking big money. Big money there. Need to get my number plate on it, 4TDC. That'll be coming across from the Ranger. Big old brakes. Look at the size of the brakes. The rear ones are about as big as the E92 M3's front ones. They're huge. Running on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Good tyre. Still got plenty of tread on them. I think I've basically gone through and told you my full plans with this car. I've noticed these as well. It's black. Why is that bit black? Hey look, it's got some Japanese writing on there. What does that say? I don't know why they're black. Get rid of that black. Probably get carbon ones of them, can't you? Let's be honest, you can get carbon anything for this car. And now, after we've gone through the car and what my plans are with it, let's get to the elephant in the room. My BMW E92 M3. Now, it was a very hard decision, but I had to let it go. I wanted to upgrade it. I'm not really in a position with everything I've got going on the other channel to keep that and this car. So I sold it privately, went to a good owner. He picked it up in his car transporter. I think I've got some pictures of it. I'll insert them into the video if I can find them. Picked it up on a trailer, took it away. It's gone to a very good home. Still got his number. Keep in touch with him. Should still be able to see the car on the channel. But I wanted the next step up. I know I'm going to kick myself in a few years to come. I'm going to kick myself for selling that car because they're only going one way. I didn't lose, and I had it 5 years, almost 6, didn't lose a penny on it. actually made a few grand on it. I know in the future they're just gonna, and I'm gonna regret probably buying this. This isn't gonna lose money. This is not gonna lose money. Like this, I'll tell you how much I paid for it. £88,000 I paid for this car. 2008 ones of these, early ones, are still going 30, 40. So this isn't gonna lose money, as long as I don't put a stupid amount of miles on it, which I'm not. But I'm still gonna kick myself. Maybe one day we get into a position we can buy another E92 M3, that'd be nice. But yeah, had to let it go. The E92 M3 has gone. People have been asking in the comments all the while, what's happening, what's happening? I've been toying with the idea of selling it for a long while to basically finance this. And I did it. That's why I've been a bit quiet about it, because I weren't sure what to do. I was like, oh, still got it, but it might not be around any longer type thing. But yeah, I did it. I sold it and I've got this. The next step up from that, really. You know, this is the next step up from E92 M3, really, because C63 AMG, had one of those before, had that for a while, then sold that and got the E92 M3, you guys know, the blue one, and then I've sold that and I've just purchased this. So yeah, the next step on the journey up the supercar ladder, if you will, is probably my ultimate dream car. A Lamborghini of some sort, whether it be a Huracan, a Aventador is the ultimate goal, Aventador SVJ or something like that. The noise of the V12 Lamborghini Aventador is out of this world. Sounds like an old F1 car. It's just absolutely epic. It's like the best sounding car ever, in my opinion. These sound good also. It just needs that exhaust just to give it that little bit more growl. And the noise it makes, you put your foot down in this, as you would have seen on the collection video, the back end just hunkers down and it's gone like a rocket. You just pins you back in your seat. I've only ever had naturally aspirated cars, like the E92 M3. That's naturally aspirated. It sounds awesome, revs, how it revs, those cars are amazing. They do sound awesome, but this is my first ever turbo car. I've never had turbo cars, ever, apart from old diesels, obviously. But this is my first ever turbo car. It takes a little while for the boost to come in, but when the boost comes on, poof, she's gone. Nothing will keep with it. They call it Godzilla, the supercar killer, and I can see why. And this is stock, 560, 590 brake horsepower. I think we're going to get her up to around the 600-700 mark with a tune and a few odd little bits like that. Nothing major. I'm not going to go internals or make the turbos bigger or anything like that. But we do want blow-off valves just to give it that little bit more drama when you're driving it. And like I keep saying, the exhaust as well, with a changeover valve of the car world. So have a little fob that you press and it opens and shuts the valves. Really appreciate you watching all this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on the journey on this channel. So this channel is going to be solely about cars, no trucks on this channel, just cars and other bits like that. But if you want to see the full journey of this car from where it is now, stock factory, to customised, I suppose. It's going to be customised a bit. We're going to have carbon fibre bits on it. It's going to sound better. Installing exhaust, taking it to Lichfield. Probably take it to Lichfield on the truck, on the trailer, to get the work done and the servicing. And yeah, follow the journey and see if on this channel, if this channel goes well, like I said before in the previous video when we went to Petrolheads and did some live, if we can get this channel rolling one day, fingers crossed on this channel, we'll get to a T-cab. No, that's the wrong channel. We'll get to a Lamborghini Aventador Huracan, some kind of Lamborghini anyway. We'll get to that on this channel, and we can probably even then rebuy an E92 M3 potentially, hopefully. But then on the Trucker Tim channel is the T-cab. That is the ultimate goal on that channel. If you haven't already, head over to Trucker Tim channel if you're new here. There's a link in the description. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to this one. Turn on the bell notification. Like this video if you've enjoyed looking around the Nissan Skyline. No, Nissan R35 GTR. There's so much going around in my head right now. I'm like, woo. But yeah, I'll speak to you on the next Live for Tim video. Cheers, guys.